So, we are doing a live stream of the hackathon submissions that happened last month. Uh, Basically, we did like a whole announce with Ampere's kind of quest, hoping for some crazy, really good submissions, and we're gonna review it live. Um, so the purpose of this call is not to announce the winners. We are going through the submissions just to give an understanding of whether your demo was presentable or not. It's not a code review. We are all about seeing whether you had the right use case, was it presentable or not, as well as, of course, if it makes sense. Everything has to be around understanding the problem statement. If it has some relevance, at the very least, if it has some good content. So that's the aim of this particular stream that we're doing right now. So yeah, just to give a recap, we floated an RFP of like a Solana-based app that can visualize real-world charging sessions in real time. At least, like if you're able to kind of show a demo version of it that people can understand, that's totally fine. I don't think we saw a lot of submissions that was like almost like showing a live charger being tested. That is not be expected, but yeah, I think what we can try to see if we had some demo that made sense, or an app that kind of showcases the use case that we kind of wanted. The features that we're allowed to see is like a live charging feed that was like just to monitor energy consumption, like verifiable kilowatt hours. I think those are some great use cases. Per watt billing, yes, I think pay per kilowatt or pay per power. I think that's a very good use case if we would like to see being implemented. And Solana integration obviously goes without saying. And if you can actually earn and trade points, I don't think we saw any kind of submissions on this particular one, but yeah, I think we had these were the kind of wide range of tracks. Unless of course you had your own crazy idea, I think that would have been like another possibility. Yeah, just we had close to 28 submissions. We are reviewing around like 13 today. And of course, if you change your link in the last 24 hours, you may not be able to view it, but you might still have like a chance to change your submissions or code, whatever, right? I'm not giving any guarantees, but I'm just saying that 13 submissions are not the final ones. You still have like, we're reviewing the best ones that had probably like demoable content. Uh, we will still do a tech review in another 24 to 48 hours and announce the results. That's the whole plan of action. But if you had submitted, you would have received an email by now, wherein we have gone through every submission as possible, and we'll try to keep it light. Okay, so lo and behold, the shortlisted projects. Cool. So Parkchain, what is Parkchain? The decentralized parking platform built on connects municipal, private, and EV charging spots in one place. Decent use cases. So basically, pay to park, pay to kind of reserve. This makes sense. But okay, so you basically try to make something like a pledge and seeing if they can rent out, tokenize, share the parking spot with other users. Makes sense. So looks like the submitter is having some sort of a marketplace. Let's see if we can go through it and if it makes sense as content or like yeah, something demoable. Um, hey intern, can we have this chat? Yeah, let's let's play it.
Homepage and map navigation. The user lands on the Parkchain homepage and then proceed to an interactive map displaying available parking spaces and check stations nearby. The map is the main entry point to all key platform functions, allowing users to easily check real-time availability of both parking and charges. Adding a parking spot. A parking spot can be added directly from the map interface. During the process, the user specifies whether the spot is covered or
Mhm.
uncovered and whether it's equipped with an electric charger. These attributes determine how the spot is presented and which users, both combustion and electric car drivers, will find it relevant. EY charger. Next, the user can add an electric charger either as a standalone asset or linked to specific parking spot. Technical details, power parameters, and scheduling options are completed so the charger can be integrated into the network and it is timetable set. Rent parking and charges. On the platforms, users can not only rent out their parking spaces and charges to others, but also reserve their from themselves. Availability, transparent prices, and reservation functions are visible directly from the app, reducing service times and increase infrastructure utilization. After creating a parking space, the owner gains access to management panel that displays real-time occupancy, revenue, and allow adjustment to schedules, pricing, and availability. They can also monitor EV charger parameters, check who is currently using them, how much energy has been delivered, and receive notification about new reservation. The reservation panel allows user to browse and manage all active and historical parking reservations. User can confirm bookings, handle payments, and analyze statistics. Real-world assets platform. Finally, Parkchain includes a special module for managing, tokenizing, and marketing real-world assets. This function connects physical infrastructure with asset
Mhm.
tokenization, smart contracts, and debian applications. This technical outline presents the complete Parkchain user journey from the homepage to assets, parking charger, and reservation management to integrate RWA service. Thank you.
Got it. Okay, I think first thoughts on blockchain. I think it's pretty decently elaborate. Um, has a lot of hyper optimization. The working model is more like if I understand it correctly, it's more towards like a marketplace. What I really liked about this, I think there is something for the operators as well. I think those are some good features. The only thing I was not clear about, like who's this for? Like is it for the user? Like I think a lot of context switching was happening. A little bit more clarity on like who the particular UX is for. I think that would have been useful, but otherwise, I think it's a fair kind of use case. Uh, Reserving parking spots and how monitoring of energy, I think that's like a very good feature kind of baked in. Overall, I kind of like the submission. Let's see how it stands. I think it could be a very good contender in the submissions. Let's see how the rest of the submissions fare out. EV charging token platform. Okay. On tokens for charging the vehicles, that is okay. You can buy these tokens exactly from drivers. Transfer nonchain recording of since peer-to-peer trading. Like, okay, this is kind of like an overkill of information, but let's see if the uh, demo just does justice to a lot of information being packed here. So let's check it again. So this is just a demo, live demo that we are checking out and we are reacting to it. Uh, are you able to connect this on a wallet?
No.
Wait, were you able to do it before, or is the first time it's you're not able to do it?
I think it's the first time.
Okay, cool. I think, but okay, even without the wall connect, like, is there anything that we can visualize? Like, what is it that we're trying to look at here? Is it like, okay, if I understand correctly, there it's showing the live charging stations or something like more like a simulation that I get. Click on sessions. What's there? Okay, the marketplace earning tokens. Looks like they tried some transactions. Based on what? Like, what's the call to action here? Hmm. So, are you sure the Connect wallet is not working? Is it?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, fine. So, whoever submitted for this, it'll be great if you can show like a demo. You can send back on email the demo version of this. That'll be great. I mean, I did notice that YouTube didn't go live, but it's I think I don't know why spar and parcel. Uh, that's cool. I think Twitter stream is good enough. I guess we can do without this from our record books. Okay. EV Pro with real-time charging feeds, micropayments via Solana Pay, and transparent on-chain data, which is okay, fine. That's like the one-liner. Uh, do they have a working link? Can you share your screen? There are three security guards. Okay,
This is what comes up when I click on the link that was submitted.
okay. Looks like a soft rug pull. They didn't know that we would probably evaluate the submission link. It's showing something else entirely. I don't know if it's a rookie mistake or they just changed the deployment altogether. Um, Kudos to this. This is the first blooper of this session. I think it goes to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I think this is what this gives you the opportunity, right? Let's say if you didn't feature on the stream, you get an opportunity mainly because someone messed up with the link. I think these are basic standard stuff, but it's good that we're trying to see all the submissions organically. Mm, Climate, okay. Platform tracking, calculating, verified, greenhouse effect. Okay, something like looks like something towards like a carbon credits play. Okay, sim inscription, privacy. I like that. Transparent carbon offset marketplace. Yeah, I think I kind of like the description so far. We have no idea if this is like a market requirement of this something the market wants, or something that would be like very efficient for any project like that's building in the real world, right? But I get the whole carbon credit kind of pitch here, which could make sense. Uh, Verifiable emission data, yes, of course. Privacy layer, good. Transparency in common. Okay, fine. Let's run through the submission now and see how it makes sense. Okay. First up, yeah, is the Connect wallet functioning. Okay, great. So basic stuff is good. Hmm. Fine. The home screen does okay. Click on start your journey. Let's see what happens. You have to basically upload emissions data. Okay, fine. Recommended data format. Okay, okay. Do they have any pre-submitted data for us to go through? Like, is there any like? Can you check on marketplace or certificates what it looks like?
I don't think they've pre-submitted any data. Let me check if there's anything that we can upload.
Okay. Let's go to the other links. What does dashboard certificate marketplace or verified mean? Like, where do they lead to? Okay. Browse marketplace. Solar farm, reforestation makes sense. Okay, fine. You trying to put like a marketplace kind of a thing. I think this is. I guess this could be the pre-filled data they're talking about. So we have like some default listing here. Got it. I think this looks interesting. Worth looking into. Like, what is the like? Is that is the privacy layer justified here, or are we just using it for the sake of feature? But it could make sense. It'll be nice to kind of deep dive into this particular submission for sure. Uh, Tool. Okay. Yeah. So
Looks like it's something where you can claim your credits after you charge.
okay,
There's a network. Um,
mm, maybe it's just user specific. I'm not sure. Uh, from a demo perspective, okay, deciding what's fast charge boost. Yeah, from a UI perspective, there's a lot of thought that has been put. But I like here's my problem. Like it's like let's say I'm an average end user. Like how does this make sense to me? Uh, the carbon credit is okay, that's for sure. I think it's part of a marketplace. I think marketplace. I think everyone tries to kind of decently nail it. But what's not clear to me is like how does this like from UX perspective is very unclear. I think a lot of thought has to be put into that. It has to start with the landing page has to make that happen. Like what are we doing here? If it's like uploading carbon credits, I think where is that from? I don't think anybody understands straight away, but it has to lead to a story. Like if I'm landing on this particular app, like what am I looking at? Is it something that EV charging? Is then using carbon credit? Can I claim it or verify it? Like submit or all of the story has to make sense. From a platform perspective, I get it. Maybe we'll kind of back it up with a bit more tech review to see if like implementation kind of is pretty solid. Uh, but from a is this part of the virtual world? Okay, not that
I
sub.
think I think they've tried to do it with both, but the virtual world doesn't exist. So maybe that's work in progress.
Okay, got
If
it.
yeah,
That's okay. We'll come back to this. Let's just go through this again. We'll just share it again. I just want to see that upload page. Okay, got it. Yeah, there's a lot of confusing elements. I think the sequence doesn't make sense. Otherwise, I think we there. Yeah, it's like putting a lot of building blocks together, and I think we hope. Obviously, I don't think there's anything wrong in using AI tools and everything, but I think the coherence is kind of missing. A bit more market analysis could have helped. Otherwise, like it looks like a bunch of uh, building blocks put together that hopes to make sense. But yeah, I think you could have boosted your chances if you had sent a Loom video, which is what I encouraged everyone to kind of think about. Like if you're presenting a submission, it has to lead to at the very least, it should lead to some content. Like, can this be judged by someone who wants to see the use case, right? We don't. It's not a coding contest. Cypherpunk is not a coding contest. I think we've always seen people talking about it. Um, so yeah, I think we'll come back to the next one. Deepen nest. Okay, charging node is tokenized. Okay, why are we tokenizing it? I get the whole point of tokenizing everything. It's fine. But what problem is this solving? I think I'll like to see. It looks like it's just like a GitHub summation. Uh, there's no demo, I guess. Enables real-time energy data, instant microservices, cross-community rewards. Okay, fine. Looks like a boilerplate problem statement. Let's have a look at. Mhm. Okay, okay. Go down. Why are we having roadmap here? There is no way this dev is going to be working on this in 3 months. I can guarantee that. But yeah, I think, well, yeah, why do you want to audit? Like, we want to look at something as well. But yeah, I think that's just a remark that came to my mind. Go down. Uh, Yeah, this session is not for a tech review. Um, Use cases are very important. Use cases, something presentable is like very important. I think that's the most. So we still give this a review, but I think, like I said, um, having something presentable, solving a real problem statement, that is not clear. That's the one key takeaway that's missing. And a lot of people are trying to do a lot of things at once. I would like to see at least one creative use case being that's demoable, right? Mm, yeah, that doesn't say that we have effectively ruled out, but I think there's a good chance that it's effectively ruled out. I think there have been like better submissions, but let's have a look at the next one. What is charge to earn? Gamify EV charging by a tradable aim and points for every charge. Okay, fine. This is a use case with ECE. That's like fairly obvious. Let's share the screen for that submission. Okay. Hmm. This time points. How is the monitoring? Like, what's the? I mean, this makes sense. At least this straightly gets us into a simulation of how they are like start and stop. It looks like they might be just. Is this a devnet or mainnet? This submission.
Oh, sorry, I will mute. It's DevNet.
Okay. Right. Check out the points marketplace. Okay, they're listing it. Okay. Click on points marketplace. Buy and sell an app. Okay. Fair enough. I think this could give us. I mean, like, this sounds like a decent. At least like the story is clear. I don't have to overthink. Even for an average end user who wants to do some like kind of driven quests that have like a real world impact, I think maybe this could be expanded to a use case. Registering a charger. Registering a new charger will cost zero point 0.5 sol. That's pretty expensive. It depends on the price today, but yeah, I think uh, it's fairly fine. Unique code and submissions. Hmm. Actually, I think from a use case point of view, they have tried to keep it simple. There's nothing over the top. Description seems fine, but yeah, I think if the candidate can, the submitter can expand on this use case. What would, let's say, if we give them access to an actual charger? Let's say we open up the OCPP protocol and give them access. Can they work on this? If they have some idea on this, maybe we can move them up the ladder to have a real shot at it. But let's see how they respond. I'd definitely like to see more granularity to this. Like, this makes sense. Points, you're trading it on it. Um, but how does this affect the end user, right? Will it help them utilize the charger more? I think that loop is pretty not explained very clearly. Maybe that's something we can kind of hope for the candidate to kind of provide more clarity on that. And going to the next submission. Um, Ampere Quest. Is this like a repeat submission? At anyway, I think that's okay. It's a common name. Let's go for the YouTube. Finally, there's something playable after a long time.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, jinxed it. Live demo occurs. We don't have a playable video. That's a bust. This gives a chance for someone else to. Maybe they made it private. I don't know. Again, these are like rookie mistakes you don't do. Let's see if the candidate comes back with like,
It says no videos, so
uh, wow, bravo. I mean, come on, man. You guys had enough time even after the deadline. You could have uploaded it anytime. Zero for effort. But fine. Yeah, let's go to the next one. DWAT. I think sounds a bit familiar. I think um, I remember someone um, kind of tweeting about it. Let's. I would be interesting to kind of look into this. Look into this implementation. Is it usable? Let's check it out. Almost everyone is going for the same black and green kind of thing. But yeah, okay. What happens when you click on the charger? Okay, you connect. Yeah, looks like a decent. I mean, like some sort of a loop for something like a login towards. Okay, Hall of Fame, charger. You have a chatbot. What's the P2P one? Is this actually functional? So see if you can sell it. You got credited something, right? See if you can sell it. Does a sell version work?
I'm not sure if I got credited EV. I'm not sure I got credited EVT tokens though. Oh yeah, here 50 EVT tokens. Let's see.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, but there's, I mean, this doesn't say anything. So the order isn't created. I can't see it anywhere. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It is created here.
And what is the earn section for? Is it like something to do with
Start staking.
staking? I don't know. There has to be some. I mean, like what's missing at least from the submission so far is like, yeah, some kind of real world activity would have been nice. But let's scroll up again. What if managed charges mean? That section is a bit not clear. Can you not have
I think it doesn't say anything. It probably will be based on the chargers that we have, I guess, or like charger that we use.
yeah, I think some content follow up. I think yeah, if the yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
still not
doesn't.
clear. We'll if the candidate is active, maybe they can. Okay,
Oh,
but
it's like,
obviously offer marketplace. Nothing more to it. Yeah, the candidate is watching. Hopefully, we like. Yeah, again, the story is not clear. We get that there are a lot of functions, siloed functions happening. Um, what problem statement is it solving? That part is not clear. Okay, that's fine. I think it makes sense into you kind of adhere to the submission guidelines, but I think the story again is missing. Like the user interface. This is the same problem we had earlier, right? It should not be a collection of building blocks that don't make sense together. The coherence is missing. So I'd probably lean on that feedback to see if they come back with some sort of improved submission. This is exactly why I keep insisting. Uh, so when you're making a submission, make sure that there's um, like something a low video or a YouTube video that makes sense, right? That people can follow. So I think that part is like kind of missing. So yeah, I think that's cool. Let's get back to the list. EV charging DAP. Can we look at it? Hmm. Okay. Connect the wallet.
It's not letting me for some reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I almost got excited because this is the first time I'm seeing someone with the differentiation of charges 3.3, 7.4, 11. They've done some market research. Yeah. 22 kilowatt dual port. Wow. PC fast charge. Yeah, not bad. Is it a live data? Looks like.
Oh, they also have something that says maintenance.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, this is I'm just not sure what it is. Like, okay, listing or your listed chargers, whether it's live or simulation, that part is not clear. Um, let's go to the next tabs. 2 levels on points makes sense. Okay, fine. So, okay, go to the next one.
They've tried to do virtual worlds and the charger, but my wallet is not connecting. Not sure why.
Yeah, at least the
But the map also isn't, I think. Looks like might be work in progress. This one.
yeah. I think it's good to kind of send back an email asking for a demo and explain the submission. I think that's very important. I think you never know. So the reason we kind of bring you guys this detailed explanation is to make sure that you have to show something that's useful that can make sense to anyone. Because let's say your judges won't have time to do all of this. Let's say they don't have time to all of it. Let's say you just have like 30 seconds to understand. What will you do? Quick little video. That's important. I know it sounds secretive, but these are the facts. I think we'll still give them a chance. At least decent. Okay, fine. They have a dark mode going on. Something is something kind of work, but again, this is these. If even if you had time to kind of improve the submissions after the deadline, that would still be in some effort. So let's come back to this. See if they reply with improved submission. Maybe we can take that into consideration. Because I thought they had something going on there. Because at least there's the first submission. It looks like a simulation of an actual charger. They could have probably gotten from some Plugshare API. So get it live and running. Okay, cool. Uh, Next one. Yeah, I think these are the bonus bounties. So how much do we have here? We have a lot. Not bad. Yeah, we hope they could have, I mean, like this, the whole point of this bonus bounty was if they do something like addicted.fun with but EV charging elements, this would have been like fun. I hope to see some concrete demos here, because it's not gonna take you like more than like half a day's effort to make this. But yeah, let's look at the YouTube submission. I'm so happy that there's finally some content that we can actually go through it. Let's play the video.
Hi everyone, welcome to the demo of Ampere Rewards, a platform that bridges real-world EV charging with Web3 rewards and trading. So, today's EV drivers rarely get recognized or rewarded for their sustainable behavior, and Web3 users can't even participate in real charging rewards. There is no easy way to earn, trade, or see these rewards transparently. So, let's get started. So first we'll connect our wallet, Solana wallet. So suppose if I have a charging point, I want to charge. So I will go to one charging point, connect my wallet. Now for the demo purpose, we have created a charging station where I can select my charging station. This is taken from the API JSON that was given. So let's take Bangalore and I will start my charging. So once I click on start charging, it will start calculating energy, duration, and by multiplying it, it will calculate the points, which is Ampere, our native token. So once we start charging, it will start collecting points. We can even see in our live feed what our current live charging sessions are. Also, for this, we have added a map view. We have multiple charging points all over the world. So let's take an example where we are charging currently. I have implemented map box to make the 3D map look very good, and also added this tiny little charging stations which shows the exact location of the charging points. Now we can see different colors all over the map. So this is an active charging point which is currently empty in New Delhi. In Mumbai, we can see there is a maintenance at a charging point, and this is where we are currently at. So even all over the users can see what charging points are being occupied, what are not. So this is a great thought for investment. Now, once my charging is completed, I will stop. Now you can see the total points collected, which are in Ampere's reward. This shows our session history also. So once we click on redeem, so what it will do is it will create an automatic backend process through which the transaction has been approved by a backend wallet whose fees is being paid through a market fee. We can see we have added our points to our wallet. We can also check our wallet here. As you can see, the tokens has been updated in my wallet. Now comes the next part. What will I do from this rewards, this tokens? So we have created a marketplace where you can sell your coins at whatever rate you want. So this is like a competitive marketplace. Let's sell 100 tokens at a price of 0.005, which adds up to be
Is it
0.5 Sol. So once I create listing, it will ask my wallet to confirm the transaction. It takes a minute to get updated. As you can see, once I click on refresh, our active listing has been updated. Now for the demo purpose, I will change the wallet to another user. As you can see, now I can buy this points. I have 0 Ampere in my wallet, so I will click on buy, and you can see instantly our points has been updated. Even in the wallet, you can see now the Solana has been deducted and the points has been credited to our account, and even the account who was selling the tokens, you can see the tokens has been reduced and I have received the amount. So this works to a complete marketplace where you can have a competitive trading, you can apply discounts, you can sell, buy, everything is possible like a normal marketplace. So this creates an whole ecosystem for the web users and for the people who are using EV chargers. So for the contract part, this is our contract address where all the functions are working, from marketplace to charging to points allotment. Everything is passing through this contract. See, as you can see, this are all the proofs of transactions, which is for trading, points allocation, everything. And this is our SPL token Ampere, which has been created to power this whole ecosystem. So this is how the current flow works. The user, who is the EV driver, connects its wallet and starts charging. So once the charging is done, the backend calculates the rewards, and based on the number of tokens, our smart contract will automatically mint the required tokens, and this token is been sent to the user wallet directly without user needing to do anything. Now how the smart contract phases, who is donating the smart contract fee. So let's take a look at marketplace. Here the EV drivers will list their rewards, and this listing has been passed to an escrow wallet where it stores the tokens, and this token is visible to buy on the marketplace, which Web3 buyers can directly bid or buy the tokens. And once the token has been buy, the amount will be transferred to the escrow to the seller, and the tokens will be received by the buyer, and throughout this process a 1% fees has been charged, and this 1% fees goes to the smart contract which is powering our whole ecosystem, which is helping to mint the tokens and share it and pass it on our whole ecosystem. Finally, our platform is Web3 first, totally transparent and ready for gamified virtual world integration, where users can own and monetize virtual charging plots in the ecosystem.
Yeah, I think for
That's
repli-
Ampere Rewards, a real-time on-chain reward system that connects everyday electric vehicle charging to decentralized web.
God, I think this is the one of the best submissions so far by far. I think just what I was hoping for. Great content of explaining your work. That's very important. I think it kind of explained a lot of features, not just from virtual worlds. It had is I think a lot of features was explained really well. Yeah, like I said, it's not about code review, but I think you're able to explain the logic, what you're doing. That's very much important, and I can see the enthusiasm. He was, I think it was like literally the Diwali crackers in the background. He made must have made like an enthusiastic submissions. Was the video speed on default one, or he was speaking at 1.5x? I was more.
No, 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 it was on default. It was one.
Yeah, I think really like a submission. Yeah, I think definitely invite him to the community, alpha chats, all of it. I think really like um, the way he explained. I think that's very important. I think that's the most important takeaway from the stream is 40 minutes in, we saw so much of submissions, more of like coding based submissions. But I think if you're able to explain your work and also code at the same time, I think you'll be unstoppable. So this is my favorite so far. Again, no bearing on the results, but I can definitely say that this is actually a higher content from the submissions. Virtual discharge world. Okay, let's see. Hmm, looks kind of self-explanatory. Let's take a look at the submission. One second. What is this? Looks like I'm looking into the OR submission, OR platform. Is it like a minting marketplace or what is it?
They've given us like some instructions on the side. Click spawn on the right panel. Oh, here.
Right.
Um, oh shit, sorry. I had started charging here.
Okay.
Oh, but now I can't. I think when I tried it out the first time I was using, I tried doing it. But basically, it shows you that you can mint the spot, and then you can start charging.
Okay.
And yeah, and then this one is where you've spawned a virtual charger.
Yeah. I was really looking forward to, but it's not too clear. What are they trying to get at? Click on docs. I don't understand if they have a decent documentation effort there. Wait, this is not like
DeCharge. It's DeCharge documentation.
yeah, sneaky effort, but yeah, let's go back.
So reset world. Okay, 500 points.
Okay.
Let me spawn 7.4. 350 points. I have that. And then I can start charging.
Yeah. I think okay. You click spawn and switch to map mode and start charging in marker. Okay.
Start a session from the marker. But I can't. It's not letting me. Yeah, but it doesn't let me start here because it doesn't. Here, let me try this. can't see what has increased. Like if anything increased.
Hmm.
Oh, here I think it increased here. Earned and spent.
Okay.
So you keep earning stock. Yeah, it just shows earned points, I guess.
Got it. Yeah, I think same feedback here. It's a bit nerded up. I can see that there is some sort of uh, key layout here, but it's far from the virtual experience I expected. Maybe there is something here that we could kind of uncover. Maybe have a look at it later. Uh, Maybe yeah. Let's see if the tech review also makes sense for the submission. It's over the next one. I think we have like probably a couple more. Yeah, a couple more. Soul Charge, again a GitHub one. Yes, we are missing the same content. Let's take a look at the link. If they do end up having some content, that'll be is kind of useful to see. Hmm. Okay. Scroll down. See if, is there any demo by any chance. You can go down. If you're asking, that's what brothers. If you're asking us to deploy and test the demo, you already failed. You have to make sure that you make it easier for the people. I think that's number one rule for uh, hackathon submissions. If you have a demo that you can see, I think that's kind of save us. But just scroll down. I just want to see if there is.
Sorry, I think it's my bad. That one is DeCharge Evolution. Let me share this here. So charge. They've
Got it.
There's no link, but
Okay, there's a lot of screenshots.
yeah, a bunch of screenshots.
Yeah.
It looks quite similar to the previous one, as in the
It's the folk submissions. What do we want to hear? Hmm. Yeah, I can see a lot of LLM clash of ideologies that I spent 2 days on this. Yeah, I could be wrong. You never know. But yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I think the key takeaway is that, I mean, if you want to have a defensible mode, you should be explaining your work and don't like. I think anything self-explanatory is the best. I think we have seen this as well before. It's the same link, right? We saw earlier. DeCharge revolution.
yeah, DeCharge Evolution is the other Git.
Okay. Go down. Got it.
I guess this we'll have to try out in the tech review.
Mhm. Got it. Cool. I think uh, maybe we'll give it until Thursday to see if anything changes on all the submission links, whether it's a GitHub link or if you want to email your thing. Yeah, I could barely say there are at least like 2 to 3 contenders right now. We will still look at the remaining submissions. If you didn't make the stream, I would say that yeah, I think the best part is to kind of like wait until like we get back. The main key takeaways here is that give us enough reason to dig deeper into the submission. I think that's very important. The one submission obviously was standout that I think it's worth looking into again. Definitely, at the very least, we'll give them an invite into our community. That's like the first submission that we saw in the bonus bounty section. I think that yeah, that's a shout out for me for sure. I think it's very important to add voice to your submission. I think that was missing in most submissions as well. Hoping that for future hackathons you take this feedback. If not, you have like a couple of days to make an improvement, and let's see what we've got. And that's it. Signing off. I know I've been looking at the screen all the time, not got a lot of time to look at the camera. That's It's much easier to talk in community call and in this particular mode, but I was pretty engrossed in all the submission in terms of what we had to offer. Um, that's it from our end. We will try some of these random submissions, do a few more bounties, if you're shortlisted and we are inviting you to the community, I think it means that you're caught our attention, and maybe you might have some developer work, um, community bounties coming your way. But yeah, just make yourself useful, contribute better, make add better content to your work, and I think that's how you become unstoppable. I'm pretty sure that the best submission that we shortlist will have some sort of a content angle to it. So yeah, looking forward to what everyone has in store. See you next time.